Rita Dove is one of the most celebrated poets in American literature. She served as U.S. Poet Laureate from 1993 to 1995, becoming the youngest person and the first African American to hold the position. Her collection, Thomas and Dula, won the Pulitzer Prize for Poetry. Her poems are widely admired for their clarity, music, and emotional depth. Rita Dove.
This has been such a magical evening. Thank you, Chen. I'm going to begin with a poem that was, can you hear me back there? Is everything okay? All right. I'm going to begin with a poem that actually was inspired by my students. It's great to see so many of my students here, past ones, present ones, and I hope future ones. And this was, they gave me a writing assignment because I kept giving them while I was writing prompts. This one was basically to write a poem in which every line was alliterative in itself. So each line, every word has to begin with the same letter. I thought, oh, piece of cake. It was not. And my husband and I do ballroom dancing. We did for a while. We do more tango now, but the knees don't approve. Oh, to my right knee. Oh, obstreperous one, ornery outside of ordinary protocols, paramilitary probe par excellence. Every evidence you yield yells. No noise too tough to tackle, tears springing such sudden salt when walking wrenches, haranguer, hag, hanger-on. How much more maddening, insidious imperfection. Membranes matter-of-factly corroding, crazed cartilage calmly chipping away as another arduous ambulation begins, bone bruising bone. Leathery Lothario, lone laboring gladiator, grappling, groveling for favor, fair weather forecaster, fickle friend, jive jiggy joint. Kindly keep kicking. Sasha's wonderful triple sonnets and these mention of hair. I decided I had to read this poem for you. This is a sonnet. It's a found sonnet. You will notice that some of the most elaborate descriptions of hair and wigs are, they're really beautiful. They're poetic. So it's all found. Found sonnet, the wig. 100% human hair, natural, yaqui synthetic, Brazilian blend, Malaysian, Kanekalon, Peruvian virgin, pure Indian, iron-friendly, heat-resistant, bounce, volume, featherweight, short and sassy, swirls and twirls, smooth and sleek and straight, wet and wavy, Futura fiber, weave a wig or shake and go, classic trendy, micro kink, frosted pixie, tight cornrow, full, 3/4, half, stretch cap, drawstring, ear tabs, combs, chignon, headband, clip-in bangs, easy extensions and ponytail domes, long or bobbed, hand-tied, layered, deep twist bulk, freestyle updo, Remy closure, Swiss lace front, invisible L part, J part, U. Feathered, fringed, extended neck, tousled, spiky, loose cascades, side-swept, flipped ends, corkscrews, spirals, rasta dreads, Ghana braids, passion wave, silk straight, faux mohawk, Nubian locks, noble girl, Cleopatra, vintage vixen, empress, Hera, party girl. This is an older poem, and I don't think I've read it very much at all. But the title is Rita Dove, which is German for the Twilight of the Gods, and it's a persona poem. The woman in it is visiting her son. She is a mother who is being ignored. Comes with territory. Rita Dove. A straw reed climbs the car antenna. Behind the tinted glass, golden waves of grain. Golly, I can't help exclaiming, and he smirks, my born-again naturalist son with his souped-up laptop, dear prodigy, who insists on driving the 2 hours to the jet he insists I take. No turboprops for this old lady. On good days, I feel a little meaty. On bad, a few days from rancid. Damn me, I used it this morning to retrieve a spilled colander. Now every cell's blowing whistles. At least it's still a body. He'd never believe it, son of mine, but I remember what it's like to walk the world with no help from strangers, not even a personal trainer to make you feel the burn. Most of the time, it's Flutterheart and her royal celestial mustache. Most of the time, I'm broth instead of honey in the bag. So I wear cosmetics maliciously now. And I like my bracelets, even though they sound ridiculous, clinking as I skulk through the mall, store to store like some ancient iron-clawed griffin. But I've never stopped wanting to cross the equator, or touch an elk's horns, or sing Tosca, or screw James Dean in a field of wheat. To hell with wisdom. They're all wrong. I'll never be through with my life. Oh. And I want to thank Mickie really from the bottom of my foot soul for this occasion, to be given permission to laugh and cry at the same time, still come out elated. And because he asked me to do this, I thought I needed to write a poem for you. And so this poem is very new. It's very new. I will just, I don't even know if the title's right yet, but we'll work on it. It's called Just Kidding. A priest, a rabbi, and a poet walk into a bar. And we're laughing already, calculating their clashing philosophies, New Testament, the Torah, W.B. Yeats. The earnest sacraments undertaken in the name of world harmony, loaves and fishes, bitter herbs, the spread offered at the free buffet. We've even uploaded their wardrobe, dog collar, skull cap, jeans, and elbow patch tweed. And as we wait for the next line, that classic setup for ridicule, because we know the poet's going to be the one to rip this sucker apart. It's always the third party who gets the biggest laugh. But we've forgotten the bar. There it stands, waiting to be leaned on, a gleaming walnut shoulder anointed with scotch and spittle. Poor bar, elbowed, drooled over, kicked and beslobbered, its whiskey ring tattoos a parade of evenings lost to sorrow, to rage, to the occasional pickup. Are you uncomfortable yet? Itching in your seat, muttering, where's the fun in this? It's all that the poet's doing. They can turn bread into zwieback, wine into vinegar, claim edification in the name of one lousy epiphany. When is it coming, the goddamn punchline? Ooh, there goes one to the gut. A priest, a rabbi, and a poet at the bar. What'll it be? Old-fashioned, Negroni, Moscow Mule? You decide. They don't speak. They aren't acquainted. They just happen to need something stronger than everything else and walk into the same establishment at the same time, 10 p.m., where the bartender, wiping away the previous patron's ablutions, asks, "What's your poison?" To which the priest thinks, "Angels envy." The rabbi, "Killer whale." The poet, "I've drawn a blank, just fill me up." And the bartender sets down their drinks with a half-mast salute to these disparate, desperate creatures who already know they're the butt of the joke and gamely take the hit.